Okay, guys. Wow. Wow. I mean, wow. What a game with the Philadelphia Eagles. Our Ravens, man, we got a lot to work on, guys. Um this game looked like it was going to be a blowout. First half I'm chilling, eating my snacks, and everything was good. Then all of a sudden, we get to I don't know what happened at halftime. I don't know if like it was all just Eagles halftime adjustments or like the Ravens didn't take him serious or what happened. But that second half was just that was some scary stuff. So let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So first of all, congratulations to Sam Cook. Sam Cook has played in more Ravens games than any other Raven in the history of the franchise. So he surpassed Terrell Suggs. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So congratulations to him. He's probably the greatest punter of this generation. So congratulations to Sam Cook, just first and foremost. Just definitely was a team victory. Offense and defense played off each other. Defense had just total domination. I believe we had 6 sacks total, and 3 of them was Calais Campbell, which was just awesome. And let's talk about sort of a theme here in this game. The theme in this game really was the O-line for both teams, really. I mean, Eagles have a horrible offensive line. I mean, the Eagles gave up so many sacks. It's just ridiculous. The Eagles are just their O-line is just horrible. I feel really bad for Carson Wentz. He gets beat up every single week. Every single week at the end of the game, he looks like Rocky Balboa, like literally. Since they're from Philly, sorry, that joke's funny to me. A couple other quick notes. Lamar Jackson. I mean, it wasn't pretty, but Lamar Jackson actually connected with receivers other than Hollywood Brown and Mark Andrews. So he had that one. Boykin had the one catch. I think it was like the first catch of the game. But then after that, it was like the regular, he was just not on the same page once again with Lamar Jackson. And I think that, we're at the point now where Duvernay should surpass Boykin on the depth chart, like permanently. Duvernay at this point, he had less targets, but he pretty much caught everything that was sent his way. I think he had like 3 targets, but he got all of them. And let's talk about the Ravens' just offensive line. So penalties. I have never seen an offensive line perform like that from a procedural standpoint. Almost everybody on the offensive line got at least 1 penalty in this game. And that is absolutely unacceptable and horrible. We got to get that fixed. It doesn't matter, really how good you are at blocking if you just get backed up from penalties the whole time and get off schedule. Like, we got to stay on schedule, with this offense. And overall, my gut overall feeling on this game was that it was absolutely embarrassing, absolutely horrible that we let the Philadelphia Eagles come back and almost win this game. We win this game by 2 points. By 2 points. We let the Philadelphia Eagles come back and almost embarrass us. Absolute, just unacceptable. Unacceptable. Meanwhile, the Steelers are 5-0 and Tennessee is 5-0. And, we got some real AFC threats other than KC. And we gotta straighten this thing out, guys. That was some ugly stuff that happened. There's some deep-rooted things that we got to get into when analyzing this game and understanding that we got some problems. And the second half of this season is going to be tough. We faced the Steelers twice. We faced the Titans. I believe we faced the Colts, and their defense is pretty good. Like we got to straighten this stuff out. This is not acceptable. This reminds me of the old Ravens when we didn't have the killer instinct. We couldn't finish games. We let teams back into the game. And Lamar Jackson got sacked quite a few times, actually. And, this game at first didn't feel like it was going to be close. But then we found out who we really are. This is who we really are, guys. We got to have a killer instinct. We got to put our foot on the throat of our competition, and we got to defeat them, when we have the opportunity. Mark Ingram got nicked up. That sucks. We wish him the best. Luckily, we got Gus the Bus. We also got Dobbins that can pick up the load for that. But man, it's unacceptable. I mean, we won the time of possession. We're better than the Eagles. It's almost like when we were up 17-0, we kind of just just threw in the towel. Like, okay, that's it. That's the end of the game. We can go home now. And forgot that we got a whole second half to play and let these guys back in it. So I'm really disappointed, and I'm really happy that we're going into a bye week. We got a lot of stuff that we need to address in this bye week. Hopefully there'll be a transaction done by Eric DeCosta to help get this team, just personnel-wise, either that pass rush we talk about or run stuffer or some sort of wide receiver. I do think we need depth at tight end, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but we only got 2 real tight ends. And I don't mean like we need like another starter. I just think that we need just another body that can catch the ball, because right now we have 2 tight ends going into the second half of the season. So if we have an injury to the tight end position, we could have a serious problem. We could have a very serious problem quickly. I noticed a few people coming in and out. Appreciate you guys looking at the live stream. Go ahead and click the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got plenty more to talk about, but appreciate the support so far, and let's keep on going here. So the Ravens dominate the time of possession, which is great. Always important to do that, and we wore down the defense. So, excuse me. That's those are all positive things. You can't really say anything bad about the way we played in the first half. The fact that we had that mental sort of lapse and that mental breakdown, taken for granted that we're just going to romp and stomp over the Eagles and keep on, moving to next week or whatever. That's an indictment on the coaching staff. It really is, because as a coach, you got to keep your guys focused. You can't allow a team, to come back and start to move the ball and get confidence and, do what the Eagles did. So, as Ravens fans, we should be upset. We should be disappointed. And really, guys, we should be concerned. We really should be concerned. Imagine if this was a playoff game or the Super Bowl or something like that. We have to have a killer instinct. We have to keep our foot on the throat, okay? On the throat of your opponent. And you got to win. You got to make sure that they have no chance whatsoever. No chance to come back. And, we didn't perform that way today. We're actually lucky to get the win today. And I hope that everything that we're talking about here, in this chat is addressed by the coaching staff. So we got bigger problems than we know about, and most of it, again, it's not talent. It's not talent. We got great talent. It's mental, and it's motivation related, and it's about taking ourselves for granted. We're just going to show up, and teams are going to just kind of bend, at our will, and it was just terrible. It was terrible to see that this late in the season, the Ravens take the Ravens for granted. The Ravens take the Ravens for granted. This was supposed to be another business trip where we go in and just, we're a better team, and we go in and we win. Instead, we played excellent for the first half. We showed up, we showed them who we were, and we expected them to just roll over and die. We didn't pay attention to the fact that the Eagles division is so bad. All they got to do is win like 4 games. They can probably win the whole thing. So they're not just going to go away. They're an NFL team. So this was embarrassing. This was in some ways worse than a loss, just because we didn't fight for 60 minutes. We let them come back. And that's really all I got to say about it. I mean, it's like we hit different targets, which was great. We got other people involved. Defense played lights out in the first half and most of the second half, creating crazy turnovers and sacks, and just Calais Campbell was just on his Madden game. He was just 3 sacks in one game. It's unbelievable by Calais Campbell. Marlon Humphrey is worth every penny, punching that ball out, the fruit punch. It was just an embarrassment to watch us let this team back in the game. Coaching staff really needs to get this addressed. This is a serious, deep-rooted thing that can't happen in the second half of the season, guys. Next couple of days, I'm going to do a sort of a state of the Ravens, at the bye week. And we got to talk about all this stuff. I mean, this what showed up today is finally the answer to, I think, what we've all been trying to figure out, right? So, like, we kept saying, is Lamar injured? What's wrong with the O-line? Why is he not throwing to other people? We couldn't really put our finger on exactly what was wrong with the Ravens. But today was all revealed. Today it was revealed that our problem is just staying focused for 60 minutes, staying focused for 60 minutes, not taking teams for granted. Because we almost lost to the Eagles today, guys. We actually almost lost to the Eagles today. And so we finally have made, a breakthrough in the sense that we now know what is wrong with the Ravens. It's about not taking teams for granted. It's about playing 60 minutes and closing games out and keeping our foot on the throat of our opponents. And this is something that Harbaugh has had issues with in the past. I mean, if you guys remember, we used to give up leads in the fourth quarter, like the game against the Patriots in the playoffs, and I believe it was 2014. We were up by two scores twice, and still lost the game. We gotta get this straightened out. I don't know where this comes from, this motivational thing, but it's going to destroy us in the playoffs, guys. Like I said before, every single thing that we are weak at, every weakness that you have in a regular season shows up in the playoffs. You don't disguise it like you can in the regular season. So, if coaches know that, like, the Ravens take their foot off the gas and we're, taking them for granted, they're gonna stay in the fight, guys. They're gonna try to come back. And if you notice, the closer the game got, the closer Eagles came to try to come back, the easier it was for them to score points. So this Ravens team still has a fear of playing from behind. The Ravens have a fear of playing from behind. And the closer they get to the game getting tied, it seems like the opposition can score easier and easier. So, we got a problem, guys. And we just got to figure it out. I mean, well, not us, but the coaching staff needs to figure it out quickly as we go into the second half, because the weakness is there, and it's motivation, it's focus. It's not talent, and it's not physical. So very disappointed in this victory. This victory actually feels worse than a defeat to me. Man, I just hope that we can straighten it out going forward, guys. We're going to have to, or else this season could get pretty rough pretty quickly in the second half, especially the 4 games after bye. So those are my thoughts. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm a brand new channel. This is my second week in operation. I appreciate everybody's support. So definitely share my channel, subscribe and like, and yeah, love you guys, and appreciate you guys just supporting me and supporting the Ravens, because they need support right now. They need prayer. So I'll be releasing a few more videos this week. I'll do a sort of a state of the Ravens going into the bye, and I'll keep you guys updated on different videos that I'm going to do. And let's see, Brendan G. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. Big Willie, appreciate the support. Cash Money 2K, appreciate the support. I'm gonna always give an honest analysis. I've been watching football for, I don't know, really ever since 1996 when the Ravens came to Baltimore. I'm a DMV guy, so my knowledge goes back to about there. And I always try to give an honest analysis. I study not just the game, but the business of the game, what it takes to be a GM and so forth. So I try to give you guys I try not to ramble. I try to get to the point. I don't believe in just like talking and talking and talking. I want to make sure that, you guys get, the real deal content and get it pretty quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I don't need to talk for 3 hours about what I think. Pretty much told you guys everything. You guys watch the game for yourselves. You're smart. And we're going to keep doing this thing. Like I said, we're going to do a state of the Ravens here at the bye week. And, we're going to talk about what we think the way forward should look like. You guys can go ahead and leave me comments, ask me questions in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as much as I can on the next video. But I believe the next video should be next couple of days or so. And it might have a surprise or so for you guys coming up. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the 4 o'clock games as well as the night game. Again, this is a disappointing game for me. It feels like a loss just because of what I saw. But go Ravens, and I'm a Ravens fan forever. And we will see you guys soon in the next couple of days. And like I said, go ahead and subscribe and like and put your questions in the comments. I will read them. And I will try to respond to everybody. All righty, guys. Have a great evening. And let's go watch the rest of these football games.